I took some down with Mrs. Handsome. The sky was the color of rainwater in a rusty hubcap. All red-orange sun rays pissing in my eyes. My head was picking up ancient ghost waves in the air. I had my tinfoil hat on, and 20 pounds of fantasies in my $10 shoes, and I could feel them squirming under the soles of my feet as they continued on with their orgy. Each step I could feel them twitching and shifting. On Ginger Street I found that fat Mrs. Handsome planted on the curb. Sweat like grease, she smelled like a burrito. She had a wicker basket on her head with the handle wrapped under her chin like a helmet strap. She had put dandelions, pigeon feathers, and rat tails in it. What a pretty and wise look it gave her as she slugged down vodka from the bottle, her bracelets jingling and her glazed gaze staring at the red sky cluttered all about with dirty rag clouds. Her thighs like dough, lots of unbaked dough oozing out of her shorts. Like her thighs, this woman's soul oozed from her like shimmering stove heat. She said, "Man walks to clear mind. Man dreams to forget about body. On the 8th day God created woman, and he said, I will give her a pussy hole. And Adam said, what's that? And God waved his wand and said, behold, look at that sweet lovin' pussy hole, son, goddamn. A masterpiece I just pulled out of the old hat here and slapped on this being I'll call a lady, a girl, a woman." And Adam said, "What's that?" And God said, "Stick your dick log in that honeydew hole, man, that's that." And Adam did. And God said, "That's some sweet funky stuff. Move over, Adam, I can't control myself. I made a mistake with this pussy hole, I think." And Adam was left to masturbate. He killed himself 3 days later. I said, "What's it mean, Mrs. Handsome?" She said, "Don't mistake the story for wisdom. I just smoked some three-eyed sewer fish tail, and my head is heavy with silly land thoughts." She said, "Why you got 20 pounds of fantasies in your shoes, boy? That must be making it hard to walk. All that smushing and smashing, cramming your toes all up, damn." I said, "You know how it goes." She said, "This way and that way." I said, "Yeah." She said, "Tell me." And she took down some vodka, offered me the bottle. I took some down too. It was good. It made my belly warm. I said I fell in love with Sister Goose, but Sister Goose didn't love me like I did her. She came to me in a clunky state of out of order, and I slugged a few magic nickels down her slot that I had at the bottom of my pocket. And they got her up and running, first at me, then in the other direction. I seen her at the pond yesterday, and I tossed her some stale breadcrumbs, and she didn't need none, because Brother Hop brings home loaves of salami, and he was at work, and she looked all swan-like and lonesome, sifting through her feathers with her smooth ivory beak. She shot me a glare, and I saw her doubtful eyes. So I walked down into that pond and waded over to Sister Goose, and her neck coiled up around mine, and we pecked at each other's tears, and it was sad and warm and pretty. Then she flew away again. Anyway, the pond water filled my shoes up with these 20-pound fantasies here, 10 for each foot. Mrs. Handsome nodded her head. She said, "That's the way it goes." "Was it Peach Cobbler Pond?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "You know better." I shrugged. She got up from the curb and pulled a trash can out from behind her chain-link fence. She ripped off the lid and dug around inside. She held up a pair of bowling shoes. She said, "Put these on and give me those shoes." I took off my shoes and gave them to her. She gave me the bowling shoes and I put them on. They felt good, light, they stunk, but that was better than having your toes all crammed up. She said, "I'll make good use of these," and stuck old shoes on the curb and sat on the way a mother bird sits on eggs. And I knew that them shoes would become something other than shoes under Mrs. Handsome's rear. Something would hatch under there. She said, "You want to switch hats?" I said, "Yes." She gave me the basket hat with the feathers and whatnot, and I gave her my tinfoil hat. She began picking up waves as soon as she put it on. Her eyes rolled like a radio dial and her nostrils played music. I took down some more vodka, and I left her like that. I traveled down a road that curved around where I was from, and a few blocks down where I had been. My feet felt fine. I run into Elvis coming out of a movie. He's fat and hairy and wearing a velvet jogging suit. We stand in the parking lot and talk. He says, "Hey man, I hear you're down. What's this? What's going on? What's the deal? Pills, drugs, been popping them pills, man? Been eating too many Tic Tacs, Chief? What's going on?" I say, man, it's everything. I mean, I got lots of reasons. At first I had good reasons to be miserable, and then things got so dark thinking about those reasons, now I can't see shit. And I don't know who I am or what I want or nothing. Elvis nods his head. Hey man, let me see if I hear you right. Dig this. You're saying like things seemed alright for a while, or things looked like they were gonna be alright, and then you got stuck, and now, Elvis uses his hands when he talks. He puts his fingers to his temples and wrinkles his brow. He's got lots of gold rings on. He's concentrating real hard. And now you're stuck. All you can see and think about is your life, and you see it like this big old sticky shit stain running through your days. You can't remember if that shit stain was always there, or what, right? You all mixed up, man. I say, yeah, man, that's pretty close. Elvis fake punches me in the chest. He says, bam! We got it. We got it, mama. Let me tell you something. Let's get a strawberry milkshake, man. We go to the 7-Eleven. Elvis gets a strawberry shake. It's a big ass shake. I don't get nothing. We sit on the curb and watch cars pass. He sucks on his straw. I smoke cigarettes. He says, man, way back when I had a whole group of people just kissing my ass. I mean, I hired them just for that reason. Man, I was so insecure, Jack. Like, that's what I thought I needed. People telling me, hey, you're the king, you're the greatest, you're gonna do fine, your shit is like apple dumplings, man. I want your turds in my cake. Whoa, you're the best. But that wasn't enough, man. I needed about 37 pills a day, man. I'd gobble on them like pears. I'd wake up, pop some Tic Tacs, and then have people tell me how great I was. Elvis pauses and sucks on his shake. I had a monkey, man. A fucking monkey. Elvis bums the smoke off me. He inhales deep and lets the smoke steam from his hairy nostrils. He puts down his shake and lets his hands rest between his knees. Well, look, man, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, whatever happened, try to let it go. Whatever you think you gotta do, try it out and see if it works. And if it don't work, try something else. Try out different things, man. Fuck, I don't know. Just hang in there, hombre. Aw, shit, that's some bullshit, man, I say. Elvis says, what? I say, come on, hang in there. That's all you got? Some fucking overused phrase that don't mean nothing. Look, man, everyone's got to figure out his own deal. I mean, you need good people to help you out, but, I mean, they can only take it so far. Shit, back in my day, I was shaking my ass on stage. Every girl wanted to suck my dick. I must have gotten a million blowjobs, man. After a while, it was like the same girl, same blowjob. You know when a blowjob gets boring, something ain't right. I was lonely as hell, man. Look, you might be too dependent on people. I know what that's like. You know, once I had someone wipe my ass for me. I said, what? He said, yep, Vegas show. I had all these rings on, man, big gold rings, like the ones I got on now, all chingly and changly, all these big old silver diamond golden rings. I took a big old mess of shit, and I was afraid of getting that shit on my rings, you know. So I called Bob over, and Bob said, look, what's the problem? I said, man, my ass is hanging out. I got shit all over. I said, look, Bob, I got shit on my ass. But these rings, man, these rings, I didn't even have any more. I didn't even have to finish my sentence, man. Bob started wiping my ass. I mean, really digging in my crack, man, with a towel. You know, because I guess they kind of thought that the king couldn't use toilet paper. He could only use towels, man. Elvis looks at me, real serious. The sun is setting behind him, and the wind kind of feels like maybe there's a chance of rain, but it ain't gonna hit for a little while. Look, man, I can't tell you nothing you don't already know. I can only remind you of stuff you know is true. You know you can't get out of your funk unless you start moving, and you're not gonna know where to go unless you look around and check things out. Sitting around ain't gonna work, man, and you're probably gonna fuck up, but you might get some good shit too out of it. But how are you gonna know if you don't start moving? I say, yeah, man, I know. I know you know. Look, I gotta catch a bus. Thanks for the strawberry milkshake, man. It was mighty good. I wish I had them burritos in there. I like them microwave burritos. Then they just had them Slim Jims, man. Last time I ate one of them, shit, man, it was crazy. I said, all right, man. Sure, you gotta go. I'll take it easy. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the advice. You know, next time you're in town, stop by and see me. Elvis nods his big old head and walks away. A bus stops a few blocks up. I never seen a bus like this. It's not one of the city buses. It's all gold, and the driver is blocked by those tinted windows, and I can't see its face. And the door hisses open. Some steam rolls out, and Elvis looks at me and gives me a thumbs up and gets on the bus and leaves me alone.